Hello and welcome again to another episode of Sleepin' It Real. I'm your host Seth Davis and I'm a certified adult sleep coach who helps people to sleep better. So on some of my past episodes I've talked with guests and talked about issues related to sleep and wellness. I've focused on topics related to sleep and done some solo episodes. And for this episode I'm going to focus on something that is meaningful for me because it's something I created that can help a lot of people sleep better. So I started a program called Sleep Journey. It's an online course, lasts for about 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how fast the person goes. And it basically guides people through from the place that they are now, where they might not be sleeping well, where they might be starting to feel nervous as bedtime approaches. They have trouble calming their mind and their body at night so that they can rest easily. They might feel worried or frustrated about being awake. Or perhaps they spend their days worrying and strategizing about sleep. So they're just, instead of enjoying their days, they're spending time thinking, how can I get more sleep? What am I going to do tonight? What if tonight doesn't go well? And they're really just not enjoying their days. So a lot of people, when they first come to work with me, that's the place they're in. They're just struggling, they're anxious, they're worried, and they're feeling down about their sleep. So my thought behind this program, Sleep Journey, was to take people from where they're at now to a better place, and along the way to try to make it interesting and even fun, to help people learn more about themselves, and to make this journey to better sleep actually something that's sort of rather enjoyable. So before I talk about how the sleep journey works and what it looks like, I want to talk about where the end destination is, what it looks like for people. Like, this is the goals that we have for the people who go through the sleep journey. First of all, I want to help people to learn to let go. So we're carrying this pressure that we're putting on ourselves to sleep. We're putting this worry, and those things can affect our sleep. They can make it harder to sleep. So I want to help people to let go of those things because we don't need them. They're not necessary. They're not helpful. And I want to teach people how to let go of those so we can sleep better at night. I want to teach people how to look forward to their bedtimes. A lot of times I work with people who they have this growing sense of dread as nighttime approaches. They, that feeling, what if, how is tonight going to go? What if it doesn't go well? Is it going to be another miserable night? And so they have this fear as nighttime approaches, as darkness falls, and they're already concerned about their sleep and worried about it. And I want to let people know that it's possible to love your nights again. It's possible to look forward to them. It's possible to enjoy them, and to just be able to have a good night and then transition comfortably into sleep. And it, for a lot of people, it seems impossible. It seems hard at the moment, but it's not. And so I want to help people learn how to do that. I want to help people to work with, increasing positivity, increasing optimism. I really focus on calmness. I've done a whole podcast episode on how calm is good for sleep. And that's a big component of this overall journey, is helping people to calm their bodies, calm their minds, calm their thoughts about sleep so that they're able to rest more comfortably. So when you get to that point, it's helpful not just with your sleep, not just during the nighttime, but it's helpful in any circumstance in your life, whether it's at work, whether it's with your family. The ability to stay calm when things are getting crazy, when things are stressful, is a big, it's a valuable lesson to learn, and it's something that can benefit you for the rest of your life. So I think that's a big piece of this, is helping people to get to that point. And then, as I said, just spending more time enjoying your days versus worrying about sleep, having a better mood to share with your family, friends, and coworkers, having higher, better health because you are sleeping better, and sleep really can affect all areas of your health. And finally, just instead of being that tired, negative, down person, being that energized, happier person in a better mood who you really want to be. And that's the person that I'm sure you would like to show to the world. And so the ultimate goal is by helping you to sleep better, improve your stress, and all those things, that you're able to let that person shine and really put that face out into the world. So that's the big picture goal of the destination that I want to take you to. So having laid that out for you, because I think that's important, now let's talk about the nuts and bolts. Let's talk about how the sleep journey actually can help you get to that point. This is the how after the why. So the sleep journey basically takes the whole concept of sleep coaching and boils it down into the idea or the concept of we're taking a journey. We're taking a trip from where you're at now to the better place. So what we're looking at is, first of all, we need to prepare for the flight. So we need to make sure that you have things in order that you'll have a greater chance of success during this journey. So that includes, first we want to look at what you've been carrying around with you, your luggage, your baggage. Have you been carrying around this quest for perfection with sleep? And so, you're trying to have perfect sleep, and do we need to look at whether that's realistic and what we need to look at instead? Are you trying hard to sleep? I tell people a lot of times that the harder that we try to sleep, the harder it becomes to sleep. So taking a look at, are you trying hard to sleep, and maybe what we should do instead. Then, we take a look at, let's meet the flight crew. So this is a group of characters who are going to help you, get from point A to point B to reach your destination, but perhaps they need help doing their jobs. So, let's take a look at the pilot. Let's take a look at, some other people and see, do they have the tools? Are they doing their job effectively, or do we need to help them to do their jobs better so they can help you, and how we can actually help them? So we take a look at that and the logistics of that. Next up, we take a look at, here are some things that might be, standing in your way of sleep. So these are the things that are blocking your runway. They're keeping you from having a smooth takeoff. So we want to take a look at those individual things and see, are those parts of your behaviors, are those parts of your lifestyle? And if so, let's leave those things behind. Here's how to do that. Here's why to do that, and really explain how we can remove those roadblocks, those things standing in your way, so that you're able to sleep more easily. Next up, we talk about, there are going to be these passengers on the plane, for example, stress and anxiety. So they're flying with you on the plane. It's natural to have them there, but many times those things can really strongly influence the quality of your sleep and whether you're able to sleep. So, we have these characters on the plane, and we need to learn how to get along with them so that we're able to fly with them and not let them impede your progress too much. So we want to learn how to befriend them, or at least be okay with them, so that they are not hampering your sleep. Next up, we talk about relaxation. So relaxation is very important for sleep. It's important for your daily life. We want to use it to reduce stress and anxiety and things like that. We want to use it to help your body and your mind calm down, so that you're able to sleep calmly and sink down into sleep and rest throughout the night. So we really want to talk about relaxation and some techniques that we can use, and why we're doing them, and maybe how to look at it in a different way, so that you're able to make that a part of your daily life and really just take advantage of all the benefits that come along with relaxation. So it's a really important section. We try to make that fun. We try to make it something that you can build into a habit that will benefit you throughout the rest of your life. Next up, we have in-flight entertainment. So, as we're working through these things, as I said, we want to make it interesting. We want to give you some things to learn about, to think about, that are related to sleep and wellness in general. So things that, as you improve those things in your life, or make some adjustments, that they'll be helpful for your sleep quality, as well as keeping you happier and healthier in your daily life. So in this in-flight entertainment section, it's a chance for you to do some learning, to do some exploring. There's some videos about different topics, and you can really just indulge your curious side and just allow yourself to learn and find things that may be helpful that you might want to apply to your daily life. Finally, we start to prepare for landing. So we've gone through this whole progress over the course of 6 or 7 weeks. We've seen some progress. We've seen some growing, both personally and health-wise and everything, and you're seeing some results with your sleep. So now we want to start to check in with you and see what we still need to work on, and celebrate how far you've come, and really just kind of use this time to do a full self-assessment and allow you to see what we still need and where we've come from. So it's really useful to kind of give yourself a deeper look at learn more about yourself and learn more what motivates you, what has worked, what's not worked so well, and prepare for the next stretch of this journey. And then the final, we arrive at your destination, we celebrate, we take a look at how far you've come and really prepare you to maintain the habits and the healthy practices and the mindset adjustments and everything else that we've worked on over the course of our time together. And we really just set you up for success going forward. So that's kind of just a brief look at the course itself. It's really, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that goes into it. I did my best to make it creative, to make it fun, to make it interactive. It also includes, a human touch too. So it's not all just video-based content, but we have an online community that you can join. So you can kind of tell your story to other people who are in similar situations. We can celebrate successes together. We can talk about questions, talk about things we've learned. So we really want to open it up for that community feeling. It's good when you're in the company of other people who are going through the same thing, and we want to keep it positive. We want to keep it optimistic. So I feel like that's a hallmark of our community. It's so easy as I've talked about before, it's so easy for people to get negative, to lose that optimism, lose that positivity when you're going through sleep issues, when you feel like something's broken or you feel hopeless. And so, we want to make this place a place where you come for helpful advice, not just any random advice you'll find across the internet. So for helpful advice, for having people in similar situations, to share the knowledge that we've learned together, and to just make it a productive place. We want to make it productive and helpful for you. And then second of all, I have weekly office hours. So you can go through the course, you can learn, you can practice some of the things, and then you can jump onto a weekly call with myself and whoever else is joining, and we'll talk through it. You might learn something from another person's question. You can ask your own questions, and it's a space for us to further the knowledge that we're sharing in the Sleep Journey course. So that's really, that's an overall look at it. As I said, there's much more that goes into it. It is sort of an experience that's different for each person. We give you interactive activities. We allow you to really apply the learnings to your specific situation, and just do our best to make it something that is going to be helpful for you and your specific thoughts about sleep, your specific stresses in life, your specific schedule, and allow you to form this to fit your life. So I just wanted to share that, because if you are in a situation where you're struggling with sleep and you feel kind of lost, or you feel like you could use somebody to help you through it, or you could use just some positivity because if you feel low, or if you know somebody like that, maybe somebody in your household, maybe a friend, coworker who is also struggling with sleep, this is a good opportunity for them to work through that and to actually make some positive changes in their sleep, in their life, and everything else. So I want to bring it to your attention, and I hope that if you are going through that situation, that you'll consider it for yourself, or that you'll share this with someone who might need it. And I look forward to working with you or hearing from somebody you know, and we'll do our best to overcome those sleep challenges in a fun, healthy, positive manner. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell you about that. If you want more information about it, you can go to sleepably.com/sleep-journey. I'll put the link to that in the show notes. And if you go to sleepably.com, then you can also find that course on there. So I look forward to hopefully having some of you in my course, or some of your friends or family. And I'm always open for questions if you have them. So feel free to direct message me on social media @Sleepably, or you can email me at seth@sleepably.com. So thanks so much for giving me just a few minutes to tell you about what I've worked hard to create. And I look forward to talking to you on my next podcast.